city anymore. We're going out there. We're heading into the village, the Resident Evil Village. And it's coming up right now, done by YoshiChief. Good luck, have fun.
Hello, is this thing on? Hi. I am YoshiChief. Hello. And with me is the ever wonderful It's Oasis.
Hello, everybody. I hope all y'all are enjoying yourselves tonight. I know I am. Wait, why am I saying tonight? It's like 4 o'clock.
I mean, it's 9 o'clock for me, so I guess it's kind of tonight.
And it's probably
Anyway.
nighttime over at the Winters household when you think about it.
You know, that's a good
Yeah.
point. That's a very good point. They're basically right next to Romania, so...
So anyway, this is Resident Evil Village, released earlier this year, and we will be doing the casual glitchless category. What glitchless means is that I'm just not going to be doing any out-of-bounds stuff. That's like basically the main difference. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. Don't start the timer just yet, because we will start the timer as soon as I control Ethan. So we're just going to select casual. I have to skip 2 cutscenes before we get control.
Yeah, just do a countdown when
Yeah.
About
I have to
30
pause
seconds,
anyway, yeah.
Yep.
So more in turn is due.
So here we are. We're going to count down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
So we're going to be using the intro just to talk about the run itself, because there's really not much to really say here. It's just a bunch of scripted events. So, the 3 main important things in this game, and also in most Resident Evil runs in general, is good movement, good inventory management, and good boss fights. Do well on all 3 of those, and you will do just fine. One thing to note, even though we are currently using RTA to time this, the actual speedrun doesn't quite use RTA. It's real time, but with load removal. So basically, each time you're in a skippable cutscene, each time you pause the game, and a few other areas, the timer itself will actually be paused. And many of the tricks I'll be performing this evening will use that in mind.
Now, there is one thing that you have to differentiate, is there is a difference between pausing the game and going into your inventory screen. That doesn't count as a pause.
Yeah, correct. If you go into inventory, it does not indeed pause the timer, so we shouldn't spend too much time, only when absolutely necessary going into the inventory. So, we are now in the snowy parts where we have to walk across the snow. And speaking of walking across the snow, there used to be a trick which is now banned called snow walking, where on PC you'd hold down the run button, shift, and then tap W several times, about 130 beats per minute speed, in order to basically skip animations and make yourself go faster. It would give yourself a 28-second time save, but it would cause a lot of strain on your fingers and wrists, and runners have been dropping out because of this, so the community decided to hold a vote on whether to ban snow walking, and 69% of the community, voted in favor for it. So that's why all I'm doing here is just holding forward. I'm not actually doing the snow walk skip. You'd kind of see it be a little bit weird if I were doing it.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like very occasional, like stuttering.
Yeah. So not much to really say. We're just kind of walking towards various cutscenes, kind of like in Resident Evil 7, except it's not quite as bad as in RE7, because RE7 you have to watch a load of cutscenes and you can't even skip them. One thing I will mention is that you'll see me pause and reload checkpoints quite a bit in this run. This is known as a tactical reset, because the timer stops while you are loading checkpoints. We'll be using this to do such things as teleporting Ethan forward, or putting him in a different position, or resetting enemies in their positions. Various different reasons for it. But ultimately, it will save me time. I actually have my own timer in the background, which no one can see, with the load remover in mind, just for my own peace of mind, just to see what the time would have been had I been running this for realsies.
If I recall correctly, doesn't that also like make Ethan run a little bit faster for like the first couple seconds?
It's dependent on where you do a tactical reload. Like in the House of Beneviento, the second part of the game, that doing that will help out a little bit. Yes. So we're getting to our first of 2 rat jams. I like to call out rat jams in here for those who have it on the Better BTV. We open this cupboard and rat jam. And oh no. There is actually a way you can skip yourself up in there when the roof closes on, but I can't quite do it myself. I think you have to like turn around at the right time, but I can't quite figure that out yet.
I've tried it so many times. It's hard. I haven't been able to do it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Oh, I see the rat jams in chat. Heck yeah. Oh, one thing which I'll explain in a little bit, because again, you won't see it on the stream, but I actually have a speedrunning tool, SRT, active in my game, which gives me information such as Ethan's health and the difficulty adjustment score and difficulty adjustment rank, and I'll explain that in a minute or 2. But before that, we're going to get to our first tactical reset point. As soon as the checkpoint circle lights up, which is here, you pause and restart, and when we come out of it, we are already outside the village. That's probably one of the best places to use a tactical reset. It saves you, I think, like 3-4 seconds. It's very good.
And that little notification only lasts for like half a second. You really have to be watching for it.
Yeah, thankfully I'm using a monitor which is not particularly huge, so for me it's kind of easier to see, but if you're using a big monitor, you kind of have to keep your eye out a little bit. So as we go through, Ethan's wondering what's happening in the village. Feels all dark and desolate. Almost like this game is trying to borrow roots from Resident Evil 4 quite a lot, which you'll see. You'll see the comparisons quite a few times here. So the first thing we do, we go inside the house, we pick up the knife, and then we start the first couple of cutscenes here, which we skip. And then here's our first Lycan, which we're just gonna dodge. And as soon as you pick up the bolt cutters, the Lycan despawns, so you don't have to deal with him. Hooray! And just like Valve handles in the classic game, it's not an RE Engine game without the bolt cutters. And that's our only time we get to use him. So we go in this cabin, go up the stairs, Ethan is shot again, go to the window, make the Lycan come out, pick up the chem fluid, we're going to be needing that later. Turn around, get to the window, and then kill this Lycan. We want him to drop a herb, but it's a random chance, so let's hope he drops a herb. Oh, we do. Okay, that's actually good RNG, because we need to make heals in order to space our inventory out so that it goes in a specific way. Now, we get to our only auto-scroller of the game. We love auto-scrollers and speedruns, don't we? So, this is the Lycan attack. You'd normally need to survive for 4 minutes, but I'm going to be doing something quite peculiar, and people are going to be wondering, hey, gamer, you're just kind of running into these enemies, and you're just letting them attack you? Wow, you are a horrible, horrible gamer. I mean, that's kind of true, but there's actually a reason for me doing this. Earlier, I mentioned difficulty adjustment. Hereby, I'll just call it DA. DA is a system that was used in Resident Evil 4 onwards, in the main titles, which basically summarizes to, if you do well at a game, the game is harder. If you do badly at a game, the game is easier. So what I'm doing, because this game is on the casual difficulty, they hardly do any damage to you, but your DA level still goes down. So you just kind of want to keep on damaging yourself a little bit. You don't want to kill yourself, of course, because that would be very bad. But I'm keeping an eye on my health. There's no end to them, so 50 seconds from now, the gigantic Urias troll will come in. And at that point, we need to be over at the gate. So we're just going to get ourselves hit again. Maybe one more time should do the trick. So, hello. Hit me again, please.
So does DA affect the amount of damage they do as well, or?
So it only affects the damage you deal. And if you're on DA rank 0, which is the lowest rank, and I am on DA rank 0 at the moment, as the SRT is telling me, you do 15% more damage than you would at DA rank 1. And more damage is good. So now I'm in the danger state. Now I have to be a little bit more careful. Blocking will help. Now, is he coming? He's coming. Okay, he's here. So now I have to make a move. I'm probably just going to keep blocking. That's good. So now I need to be here, opening the door. Wait here a little bit until that. You're kidding. Now I go into this house.
Ooh,
Pick up
one
the chem
thing.
fluid.
Sorry.
You go ahead.
I was gonna actually say, if anyone is worried about you actually getting hit by those arrows, you don't need to worry. Those are only cosmetic.
Correct. I do have to worry about now being stomped on by Urias, because if you get stomped on while you're in danger, you will die. So I'm just gonna...
No, thank you.
Don't worry though, I've just gotten past him, and I'm just blocking. Now I need to make my way over to the shotgun house, because the shotgun is required.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna heal now. Healing will also lower your DA. So, it's good. Okay.
And in this game, at least, it's a full heal instead of just a half a heal.
Correct, because you only get one type of healing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully, if I've done this correctly, because I've picked up and made heals along the way, I should pick up these shotgun shells, and it should be... Yes, it's in the right place. Cool. The shotgun shells need to be on the left side of the inventory at this point, so that... when I move the shotgun later, I won't have any problems when picking up the sniper rifle. And you do not want to be blocked by that. So right now, I'm just gonna get hit a couple of times, and then the sequence should end. Now, Ethan used to be an adventurer like us.
I know where you're going with this.
Except he got shot in the knee.
Oof. Shoutouts to Skyrim.
Shoutouts to Skyrim. So that's the likely time. That was actually pretty good. Apparently, it was on pace according to my timer, so that's good. We're going to be using the other heal. Oops, there you go. Get rid of all the heals. We don't need them right now. So in order to get to Dimitrescu Castle... by the way, if I pronounce Dimitrescu incorrectly, I apologize. I've heard them pronounced in like 2 or 3 different ways, and I'm just going with one of them at the moment. We need to get the 2 crests.
The game gets it wrong.
The game possibly gets it wrong, yes. So I picked up one of the crests. I need to pick up that landmine, that's for later. Shoot that to get through easier. Just walk through. You shouldn't get hit, hopefully, and that's fine. Then we have a bunch of cutscenes to skip. Go in that house, go over here, pick up the gunpowder. We're just doing a bunch of cutscene skips at this point. Going up to the door. Hey, we want entry. Let me in. So let me just check. Okay, so this is fine. This is what basically this the shotgun, which you see on the bottom left. At the appropriate time, I need to move that to the right-hand side so that when I pick up the sniper rifle later, it won't force me to move the items later, saving me time. So
this section is kind of auto-scrollery.
Yeah.
Except no enemies, of course.
Yeah, that is true. But my DA score at the moment is 231, which is good. You want... Basically, the lower that is, the better it is for you. My DA rank is 0, so I'm at the max damage output. So, pick up this key, get the screwdriver, run back to the car.
Damn, the fire's moving
The
fast.
fire's moving fast.
Don't worry, and try not to breathe in the smoke.
Fun fact, this NPC is actually voiced by Nicole Tompkins, who voiced Jill Valentine in Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Correct! Unfortunately, that's all you get to see of her. Bye.
Yeet.
Now that I think about it, Resident Evil 3 is on the schedule.
Yes, it is!
Coincidental?
I think not.
I mean, to be fair, there's been a bunch of actors from RE2 and RE3 remake that are reused here. The most jarring to me has got to be the actor, I can't remember his name, but the actor who played Carlos in 3 Remake plays Chris Redfield here. And he doesn't even change his accent all that much. So
not really.
I just find that a little bit weird at first, but hey, he does a good job, so I can't complain.
He does. He did play a pretty solid Chris. Of course, we won't get to hear any of it.
Dang.
No, sadly. So we've
Actually,
got
I take that back. There's a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's true. There is that section.
Yeah.
That section.
Well, if we got a bit of a moment, I could read a couple of donations.
Oh, right ahead.
Awesome. Well, Zephyr Floofyderg gave us $11 saying, "Good luck, YoshiChief. I know you've been practicing a lot, and you'll do fine today. Best of luck with it." And
Love you, Zephyr.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Thank you very much, Zephyr. And Moonblaze Wolf giving us $5 more. I can't believe I'm saying this one. Remember to like and subscribe, everyone.
By the way, every time I swear on stream, I'm going to be donating $5.
You gotta remember that because there are characters in this game who are particularly potty-mouthed.
Yeah.
Most of all, this guy here, who is Heisenberg, but I call him Nicolas Cage, because he's basically Nicolas Cage.
He does kind of look like Nicolas Cage.
Sounds like him, too.
Calm down, Ethan. There are children in the room.
I know, right?
I'm not really sure anymore.
This is an M-rated game.
So now it's time for the beautiful.
Not much to do here, you just have to wait. Everything's done for you here.
It is very possible to fail this.
Wait,
It
seriously? Even though you're just waiting?
Yeah, it's
mean,
called
if you-
not standing in this alcove.
Yeah, if you stand out a little bit too far forward, then, yeah, you do get chopped up. But, thankfully, I've not had that happen to me yet.
Nope.
Yet.
So now we are on the cusp of entering Castle Dimitrescu, which, to me, is, aesthetic-wise, is the most beautiful part of the game. I actually wish more of the game was centered around that area, if I'm completely honest with you. It's a shame that it's not, but we let's enjoy what we can here.
Yoshi, now that I think about it, since I'm actually going to be here for the run, there is always that moment that I talked about when we were discussing things pre-event. You know what I mean, right?
I'm actually trying to remember. I'm not entirely sure. You might have to remind me. Anyway, there's the Duke. We're only going to be using him twice ever throughout this particular run, and we're not going to be upgrading any weapons or even our inventory. Our inventory case will stay as it is, so we have to be a little bit careful with stuff that we pick up.
Could Rose be here?
Could Rose be here? Somehow I doubt it. Actually, no, I take that back. It's partially true. So we have to go to that door and then examine it to get the next cutscene to play. Then we have to hold up and right on the camera so that we can free ourselves. And this is one of the few unskippable cutscenes for some reason, even though this takes quite a while.
I think it has to do with the fact that it's basically a free heal at the end, and y'all will see what I mean.
Actually, I've not tested that because my health is full already.
It absolutely is a full heal. I've tested it myself.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's probably the reason.
Yep, there's 2 free heals in this game.
Yeah, I know which one the second one is. You actually do a tactical reset here, but it's a very minor reason. Very, very minor reason. It just turns Ethan around a little bit. So you could just go for the door.
Save those frames.
Gotta save those frames. Oh yeah, and there's gonna be the second instance of... Rat Jam.
Yeah.
get some more of them rats. Now we have to get the maroon eye by going into the inventory, examining it, and getting that. Boom. Making sure my hotkeys are all correct. That is all correct. Good. Because the landmine ideally needs to be set itself so that we can use it later. Oh, wow. This hallway is just absolutely beautiful. I actually have this as a wallpaper on one of my wallpapers on PC. It's just it's that good.
Yeah, it's lovely. If I were to have a castle built, I would want that hallway in it.
Absolutely. So we open this door, we skip, we move the camera around so we don't run into one of the sisters.
Slice your jugular and just watch.
We don't like them, they're very scary.
Which would you prefer?
Then you fall down here, and then another tactical reset so you skip the animation of you landing. It's the little things.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to have our first... Well, actually, we kind of had our first glimpse of Dimitrescu in the cutscene I skipped, but there you have a little look here. And
it's technically the second...
Gone.
It's technically the third time, if you count the scene with the four lords all in the one place.
True. Use the shotgun. But move it here. I didn't quite reach the other torch. As soon as the second torch is lit, you could just tactical reset again, and that has the door already opened. Ideally, you'd shoot the shotgun and it hits both torches at once, but that's a little bit of RNG in there, so didn't get it that time, but it's okay.
I suppose it depends on the angle.
Yeah, it does as well, but when you're moving fast, you don't have time to kind of align yourself up. Go in here, get the pipe, shoot the box, get the pipe bomb. Move through all these enemies. Move all through. Don't worry about them. They are slow as heck, so they'll take their time attacking you. Move through the dungeon here in this order.
You know, I just can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
No, right? It's terrible.
How
we get the mine out. We have our landmine ready. Just place it down. And that's her dead. Aim at her as soon as this animation finishes. Pop, and then that gets her to crumble a little quicker.
Oh my goodness.
And that is the wine bottle acquired. You're gonna need that in a second.
There's a call for help in the chat.
Call for help.
Yes, and it's coming from none other than Bro Sentia. Thank you so much for the raid, bro. Hopefully the...
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Hope the Crusoe Grande matches went well today. I know that there was a bit of RoboCop 2 in there from the Commodore Amiga. But hello, Raiders. We are the Fastest Furs Fall Festival. This is the event that we're doing in raising money for the Trans Lifeline. And we are currently undergoing this amazing Resident Evil Village run by YoshiChief here.
Awesome, good stuff. Thank you so much for that raid. I paused when opening the chest because pausing while in there actually makes the item still appear even while the game's paused. I know, it's weird. Good. I used the shotgun because if I had just run into her, she would have grabbed me, but shooting her temporarily removes the hitbox, so I could just run past. All good. And then we go inside more of the castle, and there's the lady again. Hello. And soon she'll be really annoyed. That's annoyed is probably the best word I can use.
What have you done to my daughter?
She may be missing permanently. So you go in, move the statue to the right, move the second statue to the left, and move the third statue to the right, and that's it. You don't need to worry about anything else. The water is drained. It is all good. Oh, is there... Just gonna move into the water. Move through. Yup.
Looks more like wine than water.
Or water than wine.
So here, you actually change your frame rate to 30 FPS very briefly, because there are enemies that are in a really tight spot, and basically your hitbox, their hitboxes rather, are much smaller at 30 frames a second than at 120. And that's why you do that. And the timer's always stopped when you do this anyway, so it's all good there. Are we all good? Because I think on the stream my camera seems to be missing.
I am not seeing your camera either.
Yeah, let's not worry about that right now.
And now we missed the whole section where Lady Dimitrescu just yeets the mirror, the only mirror in the game, before you have a chance to walk up to it.
Yep. Because gotta go fast.
Yep. Which
So
is funny
another
because if you did walk up to it, you'd be missing your head. But that's another story.
Pretty much. Another tactical reset here. As soon as you pull this thing, the checkpoint happens, so you can just do that, and then the gate's already open for you. Huzzah!
Yay!
So this is where our hand will get cut off. Yoink.
Oh.
Then move to the right of the lady here so that you can just get to the switch earlier. Then while the gate opens, you kind of have to bait her a little bit, so I kind of wanted to move this way. Come on, a little bit more, yes. And then make her attack. And now we should be home and dry. We are indeed home and dry. Good stuff. If you get hit by her during this phase, then that's a lot of time lost. We've picked up the first mask, and here is another free heal.
Running will get you nowhere.
If there are any donations, this would be a good time to read them out.
Oh, Yoshi, I would love to do so, because we did have a couple. $5 from Mr. Chow Time. Good luck, YoshiChief. Show Mother Miranda there's no furry like an Ethan Scorned. Did I say furry? Whoops, I meant fury. I can't believe I read that. That's
was a
amazing.
good one.
And then Saviote gives $10 saying, forgive me if I botch this one, 6 sick Hicks Nick 6 slick bricks with picks and sticks.
That was good. That was very good. So when you get through the cutscene, you have to turn right. I've actually walked forward instead of turning right so many times. I have to keep remembering that one. Move across, just walk around. Don't give sugar about these enemies. Now go and play on the piano. Luckily, I can sight read, so I can just play the notes as I see them.
Fun fact about this puzzle, it will not reset if you mess up.
Yep, it's actually, it's pretty good. It's actually nice. And we have the Iron Insignia Key, which will be used quite a few times, actually, in this run. We unlock that door, and hello, ma'am. We're just gonna walk past you, that's all good. Then we have our shotgun at the ready, because the second sister is up right now.
Daniela, also voiced by Nicole Tompkins.
Aha! Very good.
Really want to kill me?
You just aim. Oh, that's not supposed to happen.
This is a dream.
There we go.
Don't want to die.
Kind of make sure I pick up those, and then
I'm sick of bugs.
sick of bugs.
He really
Now.
needs to work on those one-liners.
Sick of bugs. Got it. Got it just in time. You have to hit the 5 bells. I always mess up at that one. There we go, and that's all the bells. We actually don't go outside yet, though. We come back here a little bit later.
We get to be privy to an angry mother.
I'm here now.
Which
Oh,
also
wrong
means,
key.
which also means that Cassandra was too busy to ambush you.
Pretty much. Yeah, I should have pressed this. Yeah, that's one of the points we actually have to move key selections. Here, I just need to shortcut the pipe bomb to the knife, and then
I was worried my sister.
move that. Throw the pipe bomb here, and then boom, just keep on blasting.
So we went through Cassandra. We went through Oasis. Who was the second one?
We went through Bella first, and then Daniela. That was Cassandra that we just killed.
Aha. Well, it's at this point that I'd also like to give a quick tribute to her late actress and Jeanette Mouse. Rest
Indeed.
in peace.
Yes, absolutely.
I wasn't sure if it was Bella or Cassandra's voice actress that had died, so I didn't want to say
I
anything.
did look it up. It was Cassandra.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. So, go on here, wait a little bit, and then go. Hopefully, you get to move past her booty. And I did not. And
Oh, oof.
that's unfortunate. You have to
Very.
time that. You have to time that quite well, to be fair. Oh my goodness! Come on, move, please. Excuse me. Hello. All right. Okay. You're supposed to basically time it so that you just use that alcove to move right past the body, but unfortunately, I think I was too late there. So that's a little bit of a time loss, but it's okay. It's all right. Apparently, I'm still ahead on my actual timer somehow. So there you go. Move up the ladder. So, oh yeah, right. I need to actually. I didn't move this in time. So now I'm supposed to move the shotgun. But I was supposed to do that before picking up the other pipe bomb, so that was my bad. But now the shotgun is in the right place. And therefore, when you pick up this, it should not complain. Yep.
Yes, this is the inventory management section. This is why that actually matters.
Yeah, except I did it right at the start of the game, but I ended up waiting a bit too long, so you have to, like, really time all this well. But it's okay, I didn't lose too much time there, maybe about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And we're just riding on the roof, avoiding birds. This would be another good time for donations, if there are any.
We do not seem to have any new ones at the moment, but this would be a fantastic time to talk a little bit more about some incentives, because of course we, we do have some new ones coming in after the amazing, absolutely generous contribution that went into all of the last ones during Titanfall 2. So right now, our character bid war for the Super Mario RPG randomizer has Bowser in the lead at $10. If you'd like to see any of the other characters start off, there's Geno, Mallow, Mario, and Peach, aka Toadstool. None of them are sitting at any monetary value whatsoever, so that is very much an option. Otherwise, our extra boss fight bid war for Dark Souls 3 currently has the Ancient Wyverns in the lead at only $5. So if you'd like to see the champion Gundyr, the Nameless King, or Cyros fought, that is also an option to throw some in as well. And no current leads for the character bid war in Pocky and Rocky with Becky. So we have Becky, Pocky, and Rocky. I mean, that's as straightforward as you'll get. They are the characters of this game, after all. So exclamation point donate. Feel free to say in your message if you'd like. But of course, for incentives, we do have that little side bit where you can contribute as much money as you want. You can do it to multiple incentives at once per donation. So the sky's the limit, I'd say.
Team Geno for the win.
Haha, awesome
yes.
stuff. So when I put the 4 masks in, I went into the Duke to let the cutscene play out because the door still opens while that cutscene plays, and it stopped, and the timer stopped during that. So once again, making use of the load maneuver there. Now we have the Dimitrescu fight.
Looks like you're outside. Matches your inside.
Shooter once with the sniper, that makes it fall off.
Or run away
all
at
this
least.
bullets. That's fine. You do want to get hit by her a couple of times because of DA stuff. Then we're gonna shoot her a few times here. Deliberately get hit here. Then you have to kind of walk around her a little bit. I might have to shoot her again, because I don't know if I've got her enough times here.
Here there be dragons.
Then here, get the pipe bombs ready. Wait until she walks around the corner. 1, 2. That should hopefully be enough. Hopefully she'll stay in the air. Hopefully, yep. When she says not enough blood, that goes to the last phase. Perfect, perfect. That actually skips the whole phase right there, so that's good. Skip that. Move up. Very good first segment here. Let's not pick up the handgun ammo here. I don't want to get too much of that. Wait for her to drop down. Yeah, it only goes up to 30 bullets before it creates a new stack.
I hate that so much.
And then just use the fast shotgun reload to finish her off. And that's Dumbatress done. To explain the shotgun thing, it's actually faster to have one bullet in the chamber and then reload it from 0 than shooting it with a full chamber. I'm not entirely sure why that is, it's just the animation's faster.
Alright, Yoshi, it's time. It's time.
Uh-oh.
Ye find yourself in yon dungeon. Ye see a flask. Obvious exits are north, south, and Dennis. What wouldst thou do?
I can't remember the next part of this bit.
Answer, get ye flask.
Shoutouts to Dennis.
Shout out to Strong Bad.
Go here, pause the game so that you can get the key a little bit quicker. And then use that same key on that door. And then we just get to move on, and there's more quietness. There's not much to talk about because we have to get back to the Duke in the village. So we're just kind of running along. The ceremony site, because basically Rose, I still can't quite comprehend this. So Rose has been kind of put into 4 different flasks, and yet she somehow ends up alive at the end of this. I don't know. I don't really understand the nuances of this whole plot, but it's Resident Evil. You just roll with it. They have
magical
really weird
bullshit.
things. Yeah, it is magical bullshit.
Is that a curse? I'm just curious.
Oh, actually, you might be right.
Well, that's $5. I'll donate it all at the end.
We love you anyway, Oasis.
So we put one of the... I figured there's no good time to put this flask in. I just figured it would be a good place to put it in now. So now we have to go into a specific house in the village to pick up another part of a key. So we do, shoot this lock, and then there is another padlock right over there, which you have to try and shoot down. First try. That basically skips. That skips about 10-20 seconds of gameplay, which is always good.
And an annoying mini-boss.
And an annoying mini-boss, exactly. Open this door, go through, go in the farmhouse. Move that out the way. We need to make this car lower via a car jack. Another padlock, boom. Then we have to get one of our first codes, which for here is it's down. You always hold down first. 748 is the code.
So y'all should thank YoshiChief in advance because I was trying to convince him to do the jump scare out the window.
Oh. Yeah, apparently there is a jump scare. I just did not remember that was there. I had to block that attack so that it wouldn't take too much time. There's the jack candle.
Oh, snap.
Oh no! They're screaming at me.
Yeah, funny thing about this game is that if largely in situations if you're not facing your enemies, they largely won't attack you.
Or at the very least do something which won't cause a full grab like that.
Right.
So instead of going left, you go in this house here. That padlock I shot earlier, that opened that was the door that it opened. And we're already inside the chicken house. I like to call it the chicken house because you find chickens here. Go in here, drop in the hole. Open
Everyone
this.
has a hole in their house.
Yeah. Here's the four-winged key.
Better see the Duke again.
Better see the Duke again. And now we're gonna go on to what I call casually the best part of the game. In a speedrun sense, not so much. House Beneviento. First we get told about all the lords and the treasures and such.
Shout out to my boy Duke.
Oh, Duke's amazing. So yeah, we're now getting to like the part of RE Village where it's actually quite, you know, uses a lot of horror elements. The reason why in speedruns it's not really regarded as highly is that not really a lot happens during it. It's just a bunch of walking around. You can skip some parts, and there's some like enemies which you can do skips on, but other than that, it's basically the same every time. So it's
This
not
next
regarded
section
highly.
is just it's completely psychological.
I mean, that's why in a casual playthrough, it's one of the best parts of the game.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
It's obviously
Oh, yeah.
also good if you do no damage content.
Ooh, yeah. No damage would be. I think it is possible because I've seen Carcinogen do it on hardcore, I believe. But Village
He
of
did it on
Shadows-
Village of Shadows too, and he said never again.
Oh, he did. Oh, I stand
He
corrected.
did.
then. Oh man, I could not imagine doing that. I could not imagine doing that.
That's the highest difficulty, ain't it?
Yes.
Yep, and it's like I would say it's a very unfair difficulty because
It is.
Madhouse, which is the highest difficulty in 7, is very challenging, but at least I think it's more fair compared to Village of Shadows in this.
I would agree with that.
I compare
Like-
it to professional mode in RE5. It's that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, now I said it.
Hey, you're not the one fucking paying for this stuff.
Oasis.
Oh. You know what? I might anyway. Anyway,
I think you would have
so
lost count though.
so here in the actual speedrun, although there's not much point showing it off here, you actually do pause during elevator loads because when you pause, the hard drive that you run it on still actually loads more of the level in the background. But here, showing it in an RTA fashion, there's not much to look at, so there's not much point doing it. But on console especially, where you might not have as powerful as an SSD, it's more important to do pausing while loading elevators. And here is the house of Beneviento. One little thing you do, as soon as you enter, go right back outside again for a little bit, and then right back in. That way, your movement speed is increased a little bit. It's very neat. Is there any donations? Because, honestly, there's not a huge amount to talk about here.
No donations at the moment, admittedly.
That's fine. I guess we can kind of explain how this whole segment works. Basically, normally you'd have to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so puzzles or so, but you can actually skip a couple of them. Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3
This is-
things actually required.
This is very much an homage to escape rooms.
Yes, that's true, actually.
By the way,
If it
speaking
were-
of escape rooms, if you've never done fuzzy logic escape rooms, you're missing out.
I have done a escape room, but not that one in particular.
Yeah, same. Shout out to my college that used to host those every year, though.
Oh, apparently I'm -9 at the moment. Nice. Good times. So we turn around, and we have to do another... Oh, not that one. Code is 52911.
Yep, normally you would find that on the inside of the wedding ring, which you would get off of the doll.
But because we know it already, we don't need to do that. Then we need to examine this leg, go to the right, push to the left, and then we have the winding key. And we use the winding key to do the music box puzzle. And there is one specific way you can do it, where you move from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5, and then that's it. So I'm just going to do that here. Put the winding key in. 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 5, play. And that should work, and it does. Good stuff. Nice tune. I like it.
And yes, that is the same exact music box that is in the winner's house. If you saw it earlier on the second floor.
Yeah, that normally in the casual playthrough you just explore that house and you get like some setups, I guess, for later on in the game. Some foreshadowing. There's actually a lot of foreshadowing in the whole game, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, I love
Like
it.
when Dimitrescu says that your blood is a little stale.
That's definitely a hint for a thing.
And for those who are running New Game Plus, or have played the game already, when you get your hand back at the castle, examine the hand. There's something there too.
I never thought to do that. I'm gonna have to do that eventually.
Yeah, no, that is actually also foreshadowing. So rose to 4, ring to 5, film, and there we go.
Yeah, I was always more focused on getting the hecky out of there. No, that does not count.
No,
It doesn't.
We're just waiting for this field to play. You can't skip it, sadly. We're just
Yeah.
waiting.
Perhaps I could read a quick donation.
Yeah,
yes.
go ahead.
Rachel Kitty gives us $5 saying, "Go, go, Yoshi."
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, they've appeared in my channel a few times. Goodness gracious, you're all hecking amazing. Every single one of you. Remember that. Pick up the scissors. Cut up the bandages. Ignore the telephone. You don't need to answer that.
That scissors segment reminds me of the Sherry section from Resident Evil 2.
Oh yes. In fact, it's probably the same animation.
Are you sure it doesn't remind you of "I Need Scissors 61"?
Colonel.
I don't know that reference.
Metal
Gear Solid 2.
Never played it.
Oh!
You should. So we go in here. That needs to be the 3 lit eyes. That needs to be that bird. And then you can open the door. And again, more just kind of walking to pick up a key item and going back. I mean, you can kind of see why, like, in a speedrun sense, there's, like, not many people kind of like this area because there's very little deviation from the runs here, except for the next part coming up. Because we have... oh, can you hear it? There it is.
It's a baby!
Oh no.
It's the baby!
Oh no!
So, now, there is a small chance that I might have to, like, restart due to death here because of the tricks I'm about to attempt, but don't worry, there are backups just in case, and I've accounted for that. But we're doing another tactical reset here to begin with. Then, as soon as you hear the baby like noise at all, you immediately turn around. Here we go. Ooh, that might have been. Okay. That already might be a little tiny bit late, but I'm gonna try for it anyway. You basically kind of have to make a beeline in the direction I'm going back to this room here, which you've come out of. You have to basically go to where the fuse box is on the lift.
You're basically trying to beat the baby back to that area.
You know what? I might have to use the backup already because it took me. It took me a little longer than I wanted. So yeah, I'm gonna use the backup. It's gonna be slower, unfortunately, but it will save me a death, basically. Yeah. So if I had walked out now, it would have caught up to me. So the backup is just waiting here. Sadly, it does. I do lose a little bit of time. No PBs for me today, thank goodness.
What's the difference between waiting here and just walking around?
Walking around is basically. You see that? You don't want to walk into. So, what I would have wanted to do if I were at my fastest is basically beat the baby to the door I'm about to go to.
Right.
But if I had, but because my lines weren't great, it meant that I would have been caught and I would have had to restart from checkpoint, which is a massive time loss. So the next best thing is just waiting here. So I still lost time, but not as much, and now we should have a checkpoint, so that's the first part done. Let's see if I can get the second baby skip okay, though.
Also, did anyone happen to notice the Angie doll that was right next to the door leading to this little hallway?
Ooh. Now,
Spooky.
it is a faster skip than the one I'm about to do, but mine's like a little bit safer. So we go in here, turn around, go back in here, wait for the stomps. 1, 3, and then go back in here. Hopefully that worked. Yes. Okay, good. I actually thought I messed up there. I thought I messed up there, honestly, but I didn't. Good. If I had just waited where I was, then it would have just crawled towards me and killed me. But I went back into the previous room so that it would basically think that I'm there and just go for that doorway. But because the door closed, I actually thought I messed up. But I didn't, so it's good. So thankfully, I managed to do the second baby skip.
There is one more sighting of the baby, so if seeing the baby freaks you out, you might want to keep your eyes closed.
Yeah. Gonna be right now.
And also, there is like just enough time for you to actually push that button and put distance between you and the baby.
Ah! Second baby skip sounds like bad relationship advice.
It really does. God almighty. Why have thou forsaken me?
So I'm not going to get a PB anymore, which is actually good, because I didn't want to get a PB during the marathon, because I wouldn't have been able to submit it. But here is the Beneviento boss fight, which is part RNG. We like RNG. You basically have to find the doll 3 times. The first time is always static, so you don't have to rely on RNG here. You have to go upstairs, go into the room, and find the doll there.
The next two are...
The next 2 are RNG. It's a 50-50 shot between each location.
Though at least for the second one, they tend to always at least be in the same room. It's just where in that room.
Yes. So ideally... So second location, you have to go back down the stairs.
Yep.
And then go into that room. Ideally, she'd be directly to the left. She's not. She's over here instead, so...
Yep.
Not great.
Perfectly normal thing to do, stabbing a doll in the head with a pair of scissors.
Now, good RNG, she'd be directly to the right here. Yes, okay. So it's not
I heard
all
the
that
giggle.
bad.
Yeah, you can tell if you hear the giggle.
Yep. Otherwise, you have to go back to the entrance of the house, pretty much, so...
I was gonna save this for the elevator, but I was just a little bit late. But can we get some baby rage in chat?
Yeah.
This is a good baby
might as
rage
well.
section.
Might as well.
Christ almighty, that doll is just as creepy as the baby. Oh. Oh yeah, that was the puppet master herself.
Yes.
Indeed.
And we got Ye Flask again.
Ye Flask. We're gonna be looking for 2 more. So, as we go back to the village, one thing I will explain a little bit, we're gonna have to do a little bit of an inventory shuffle. We're gonna be going to the Duke for the first time. We're gonna be selling the shotgun and the shotgun ammo. We will no longer need these. Because later on we want to pick up the grenade launcher and we need space for that. We're also going to be upgrading our sniper rifle to the highest power, which is 3 at the time. And then buying some recipes for pipe bombs and landmines, and for safety reasons, grenade rounds, explosive rounds, in case we don't find them in item pickups. Is there any more donations that can be read out? No? Then
It is
we
not
can...
sounding like it.
No. Alright, so we're gonna go in this house, pick up another mine. Oh.
Completely ignore the shotgun.
Absolutely ignore the shotgun. I'm actually surprised I didn't get hit there. Oops.
There's that good RNG.
Yeah, because I kind of messed up opening the door back out. We go through the bridge. There'll be another point where I temporarily change the frame rates to 30 FPS to get past one particular enemy.
I don't find it so weird that updating the frame rate actually causes their hitboxes to shrink. It's an interesting
right?
concept to me.
There we go. I actually still got hit there, which is unfortunate.
Well,
But
the only reason you got hit was because you still got caught.
Yeah. Alright, here's the Duke.
Does this look familiar to you? Oh,
So we're
It's kind of a jerk right there.
Yeah, just a bit. Sell the shotgun. That's fine.
Ah, Miss Angie.
Upgrade the
Adorable.
power.
Portobellos are very popular, you know.
And then
Yes, I
supplies,
have
get
some
the
clothing.
explosive
Bring
rounds,
them to me.
that and that. And we might as well buy more mines and more pipe bombs as well. Get ourselves all nice and topped up.
Yep.
And now we are ready for the third section of the game, Moreau. But first, we have to say hello to a big woofer.
Doggy!
Dookie. We don't really have to deal with him though. Thankfully, we just move, shoot the fence, and then just go down. Go down. Use the sniper rifle to get rid of the goop. One shot does it. There'll be another one on the way. Boop. And now there's going to be a lot of windmills and water and pigs. Hey pigs.
And Ethan has
Hi,
to have
pigs.
some. Ethan has to have some really good upper body strength in order to negotiate that ladder.
I mean, I guess there are. I guess there are reasons for that. He was trained from Chris ever since the Louisiana incident, after all.
That's true.
So here, I'd be pausing a few times, but it's not much point here. We're going down the elevator, and we're gonna be seeing Moreau, and we're gonna be taking the third flask like pretty much right away, which makes you think, wow, that was easy. But it's not that simple.
It never is.
It
Chris
never.
Da-da-da.
Boulder Puncher Redfield, the one and only.
I was gonna do a little
Yes.
bit of elevator music, but I lost my chance.
Well, no, there are several elevators we use throughout the run, so don't you worry. You can rest assured you can do that. We're just gonna skip those 2 cutscenes here.
Well, I only had one in mind, but there you go.
Damn,
Ye
freak.
flask.
Too late. I'm going.
Oh, I know who we're dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm. And he should really get himself checked out from all this mucus.
How do I get out of here?
Yeah.
Phlegm in the
Shoot, what?
throat is always one of the worst things I have to deal with, but
It
this,
really is.
this,
Oh, no.
This is other level stuff.
I'd take phlegm
Yeah.
over this.
So we just simply get here, get the boat key, turn around, right back the way we came. Ignore those enemies. They're too
Yeet.
slow. Because we need the boat key in order to ride the boat. Hence it is being a boat key. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Well, not yet, but I will be in a second. There it is. There it is. There's the boat key. And we just have a little, smooth sail along. Absolutely smooth. Nothing bad could possibly happen here.
We got
Yeah,
any donations?
Not at the moment, but I could let everybody know that as with what we've been doing so far, Fastest Furious Fall Fest is raising money for Trans Lifeline. Since 2014, they have evolved from an entirely volunteer-run operation to a comprehensive resource that employs trans-identified staff and volunteers in a variety of roles. Hotline operators have already logged thousands of hours and are committed to being a reliable resource for years to come with your support. For more information, please visit translifeline.org. And keep in mind that starting tomorrow, November 14th to the 20th, is Transgender Awareness Week, and November 20th marks the annual Transgender Day of Remembrance. We are proud to be putting on this event as a kickoff to that week in the hope of raising awareness of the issues facing transgender and gender nonconforming people. Thank you for joining us, and we encourage you to support Trans Lifeline and their life-saving work.
Heck yeah. So, you saw me do another tactical reset earlier. That's just to partially skip the cutscene of Moreau jumping over us. And now, probably one of my... I know casually Beneviento's the scariest part of the game, but in the speed run, this is my personal scariest part because there's one section where I do tend to, in practice anyway, either, 50-50 shot between me succeeding and me having to reset you to dying, which is not great, because after I escape him for a little bit, I have to push through a bunch of colored levers, and you basically have to hit all the levers very fast in the straightest line that you possibly can, and without bumping into anything. Otherwise, you're dead. Thankfully, the checkpoint isn't that far back, so I can attempt this a number of times. But still, if you're going for a PB, it's not ideal if you die here. We hit the switch here and then do another reset. And then we start the sequence. Hit the blue.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Hit the orange.
Run,
lever! Did I do it? I think I did. First try, heck yeah. Ooh, that was close. So we'll wait here. Now, chat, who's the best?
P. Besto?
Ooh, I disagree, Moreau. I think you guys are all the best.
Aww.
Okay, and now we push this along.
Oh, we got someone in chat saying you're the best.
Oh, I don't know about that. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. Pushing more wagons. Because that's what you do in this segment. Whoop! Now, Ethan says a bunch of, you know, pretty good one-liners here, and there's one coming up as soon as we go up the ladder. And hit that switch. Now, Ethan, please, say the line.
Caught myself a big one.
Ayy.
Ayy.
Need to get out of here.
So, one sniper, couple of pistol shots to bring down that goop. Shot on the padlock, get the ladder down. Climb the ladder. Grab the briefcase. Wait, that's a completely different thing. We go outside and we grab the crank. You have to examine this so that you're able to use the crank here. That's like one of the few points where you actually have to examine something to trigger something else to happen. It's kind of weird.
I do like that attention to detail, though.
And then that brings that ladder over here. Then we do a zip line. Whee!
Casual flirt with lore.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, Oasis, why?
I'm just saying what's on all of our minds.
I mean, he certainly wants to do that to us. You're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Come to think of it, I think a lot of things in this game want to do that to us.
Another really big tactical reset here to bring you out of the windmill without you moving, which is nice. Then onto the colored puzzle. Double, 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 single, single. Then hit the lever. Hit the lever!
Push the lever, Crunk.
Oh hey, apparently that was the right lever.
Now,
So that's why we have that lever.
I will admit, I have never, so far, done the optimal strat for this Moreau fight, because I just find it quite difficult. But we're gonna try anyway. Our DA rank is still 0, so that is the optimal DA rank. We pick these up, we get our pipe bombs ready, then we throw one here, throw another one. We didn't get it, sadly, but gonna try and get live rounds here. No, unfortunately we didn't get the optimal strat, but it's okay. We'll just let him break through here. So we have a small backup. So one of the pipe bombs should have hit that red barrel. That's why it didn't work out. I just picked up shotgun shells. That's bad. So we shoot the red barrel. That damages him quite a bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and discard those. Then once he's finished, we just put down the rest of the mines here. And that should hopefully be enough to kill him outright. Come on. Get down here.
Don't be shy.
Oh, okay, it did not. So we'd have to kind of shoot him a few times. Wow, that has never happened to me before. There we go. Okay, got there in the end. Wasn't ideal.
The exit's up ahead.
Wasn't ideal Moreau fight, but we got there in the end. It's all good. With only one sniper bullet left, oof. We need to save as many sniper bullets as we can, ideally.
Ethan said the thing.
He said the thing.
That's okay, he doesn't have to pay for it.
So we have the last key.
Well, no, it wasn't a curse. It was, as in death. He was in. Oh, come on! I literally saw it on the screen. As in death as he was in life, disgusting.
Disgusting!
Disgusting!
Disgusting.
So,
that was my
our
voice.
inventory is good. I just checked the inventory because on the very right-hand side, there is enough empty space to pick up the grenade launcher without much issue, so that's good. We're going to need to do that now. I'm kind of hoping that I can find more sniper rifle pickups on the way, because I do kind of need some. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Move past the piggies. Open the gate. So yeah, no, like I said, so that Moreau fight, it should have ended in like 10 seconds normally because of just throwing the things at the red barrel, but that didn't happen, but that's okay. Go through the... Sorry?
You want to save those for your PB runs anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like 48 seconds ahead. By ahead, I mean behind, I should say. So there's the grenade launcher. And we have some explosive rounds to boot. Nice. We're going to be using that a few times, and I did purchase the recipe for extra explosive rounds, just in case. Now, DA score and DA rank do not matter anymore from this point, so we can be as wild as we like without much trouble, because honestly it doesn't really make a huge amount of difference here on after.
Whoever said that the show must go on is correct, because I am still a little disappointed that we weren't able to quite figure out the webcam situation, but man, this run is certainly something to behold.
Yeah, I think I know what happened to my webcam, because I use NVIDIA Broadcast to do that, and it might have just accidentally bugged up, but there's not much time for me to kind of fix it on my end, so my bad.
It's fine. We got to see your wonderful face at the very beginning. That counts for something for me.
Hey, you are too kind.
No, you are.
Explosive rounds here. That's actually pretty good. Good to find those here. I need more sniper rifle bullets though. I might see if at the end of the run I could try and get it fixed and back on for you. So just move past them. Just don't worry about them. They take forever and a day to actually try and attack you. At least on casual. There should be some static. Yep, static sniper rifle here. Pull the lever. You have to do that on the other side. Handgun ammo. I might need that. Nice. So I don't want to run out of handgun ammo completely. I do want to kind of keep it a little bit topped off. So go over here.
Have you
Now we
considered
do have to kind of wait. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Mine wasn't
I was
important.
going to say we have to wait for this gate to open, so we're just kind of waiting around, killing some lichens.
So, like, have you considered sitting down with these people and just having a rational discussion about your differences of opinion instead of all this violence? Medical Section really wants to know.
Oasis, I think we all would wish that. The sad part is that these lichens are too far gone.
Also, Ethan's been through Louisiana, and he's probably not willing to put up with that amount of BS.
Yeah, considering what kind of emotional experiences he's been through over there, he kind of knows what's going on here. He's none the wiser, or well, no, he is the wiser.
Reading that. I am not reading that.
So we use a grenade launcher to pop off enemies.
I refuse.
Read what?
What's in chat?
Oh, I just saw it. So they're not liking what you're putting down?
Shout out to Manic Ascendant.
Okay, big guy.
Hug the wall. That's unfortunate. It's okay. Just a little bit unfortunate that I got grabbed there. I wanted to hug the right wall to hopefully kind of squeeze past them all, but
would that have been a section? Would that have been a section where decreasing the frame rate would have helped you?
Possibly, but in runs that I've seen, they were not. So, but that could be I don't know. That could be a decent backup. Could be a decent backup, I guess. So we just have to go through this, and you have a little bit of lore here. You see, like, oh wow, look at all those lichens just kind of eating away at others. Ugh. Yikers.
Yeah, no, never good.
So now we have to face Urias, which is the big troll monster we've seen a few times. Now, Urias can be pleasant, or he can be a real nuisance. Let's hope that it is the former. Jump down, zoom in, pop it off, 1.
That's not good.
2. Hopefully you do enough damage so that he roars a little bit. That should be it. That gives you enough time to pick up those 2 pipe bombs, then shoot him some more. Ideally, you want headshots. Reload.
I was gonna say, that wasn't quite the head, that was the hand.
That was the hand.
The handle!
Oh, I completely missed that one. That's good, that's a head. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Ah, completely missed. And that's it. That's him down. Immediately go through the door. Because I picked up the extra explosives, I figured to kind of use more of them rather than the sniper rifle, because I do kind of need more of those bullets.
Yeah. Of course,
Ooh,
can't forget the final flask.
Flask.
That's actually a good time save on my end. That was like 25 seconds or so time save, apparently. So that was a good Urias fight. And really, from here until we get to the factory, there's not... Again, we're just collecting flasks, putting them in, using the chalice. Not really much to really talk about here. If there's any new donations, this would be a good time.
Well, nothing at the moment, but I would like to remind everybody that you can indeed donate to our wonderful cause, Trans Lifeline, by typing in !donate. And in addition to their crisis hotline and support services, the Trans Lifeline Microgrants program offers grants for legal name changes, updated name and gender markers on IDs and passports, immigration documents, and more. To learn more about this program, including how to apply for a microgrant, please visit translifeline.org/microgrants.
I did want to point out that earlier Ruffy Raccoon said that they felt lost without his Enrico redeems. So he was wishing that you did it in your own head.
Yeah. That's probably the best I could do here. And I want to say on top of that, you are all hecking beautiful, whether you are with us here as a chatter, as part of the team here, or anywhere else around the world. You are all hecking beautiful, and I love you all. And I hope that despite the troubling times some of us may have for one reason or another, you know, things will hopefully work out better for you. Because you all deserve happiness.
Be the positive change you want to see in the world.
Exactly. So I just picked up the Giant's Chalice, which, again, you kind of need some good body strength to kind of even carry around for this distance.
I mean, you said it yourself. You said it yourself. He was working out with Chris.
I know, but he doesn't seem to have Chris's, you know...
Boulder punching skills.
Yeah, let's say that. Say boulder punching skills.
And about the giant chalice, what chalice? That's the ultimate flask. I've started the path. I can't stop now.
That's
here's
fair,
an elevator.
Once you pop the fun, don't stop.
Will it blend? That is the question.
Well, keep away from those flasks. Don't breathe this.
Also, that symbol on the Giant's Chalice Center, that looks
Yeah.
strangely familiar.
Suspiciously familiar, in fact.
Yes. And in a casual run, you'll see what this is right near the end of the game, actually, via what I call the lore room. There's a room with like tens of documents that you read, and you get to find out a little bit more about why that symbol is there. But now we have Nicolas Cage talking at us. Because we have to deal with him. It's not a trap.
What are you planning?
Even though it totally is. Yes.
Yes, why would you say it's not a trap if it truly and genuinely is not a trap?
I mean, to be fair, it did seem like he was genuine in hoping to get Ethan to basically join his side, but it was not meant to be.
Indeed.
Sadly.
Now
So
we're running away.
away. Yeah, we're running away from Sturm, which is this giant guy with spinning blades. We can't quite deal with him yet.
Yeah, it's basically a giant propeller. You'll actually get to see him later.
Yeah, we'll have to kill him eventually. So we just have to, excuse me, please jump, thank you. Jump across all these different things. Jump on the ladder. Whoop. More of the upper body strength at play.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Great minds, eh? Hello, excuse me, thank you. Pull this grate apart. So this is the factory part. I would say, in a casual playthrough, probably my least favorite part.
Why is that?
Because it just, I don't know, like, it usually, like, last segments of, like, a lot of Resident Evil games usually have, like, laboratory style settings, and don't get me wrong, technically this game does, but only very, very briefly. But this is, like, all mechanical and things, like, I don't know, just the style doesn't suit me. It's more of an opinion thing, really. But in the speedrun, it's actually not so bad.
So, in other words, I guess you could say that this is your great escape?
Yes, precisely.
You know, with that grenade launcher, feeling a bit like Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Yes. I love the Devil May Cry games. They're great.
Oh, yes. Shout out to the boys of the Devil May Cry community.
Wasn't the original Devil May Cry based on what was originally going to be Resident Evil 4?
Yes, because
that is indeed correct.
Because Hideki Kamiya was the director for Resident Evil 2, the original.
Right, yeah.
How the heck did he grab me there? That is unfortunate.
How the heck did you not die from that?
Because my health was not quite at danger level. Anyway, what should have happened was I passed through those enemies when I changed the frame rate to 30, but that just didn't work. So that's cool, but it's okay. We get this item, which is one of the 3 molds that we need to craft various keys. And then we have this guy chasing us, but not really, because we'll be able to outrun him.
Bye!
And this is the first of 3. Warm liquid goo phase. Begin.
One thing that I swear has to be true is I feel like if you're not at 1 already and you're about to die, the game will, like, put you at 1 before you actually die, except in, like, certain scenarios.
Warm liquid goo phase complete.
It's just something that feels right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Run past this enemy.
I guess so, yeah.
Fall down. Fall down. So normally you're supposed to shoot these things to stop them from moving, but, you know, we gotta be fast, so don't really need to worry about them.
We don't got time for that. We don't got time for that.
Do we have time for a donation, though?
Oh my god. Yes, go ahead.
Anonymous gives us $20. Can't resist giving to a good cause. Shout out to all the good trans beans and all the runners in FFFF. as well as everything working behind the scenes to make it happen. Soon, you'll be here speedrunning Pepsi Man, Yoshi. I believe in you!
No! For those who are
Pepsi
not
Man!
aware, I have a channel point reward on my channel. 250,000 happy tree fruits will allow you to basically get me to do a Pepsi Man run. Why would you want to do that, though? That sounds like a terrible idea. Shoot that, shoot that. Then get the second mold. Oop. Pause to get it to spawn faster. There's the cog mold. Now, hopefully we can go past fast enough so that we can block this guy's attack. Okay, we actually didn't get hit at all. Nice.
Nice.
Warm liquid goo phase begin. Except we actually have to kind of kite him around a little bit while that's happening.
That's okay.
Warm liquid goo phase complete. And yes, someone did get that was from Austin Powers because that's one of my fave movies. Get the last couple. I move away and then I get sucked into the cutscene. That's quite funny. Then we move along. Once again, do the pause trick here so that we can get the landmine earlier. Then move, and then move. Ooh, nearly ran into that enemy, but that's okay. Made it out in the end.
Join forces against that bitch Miranda.
Wow. Language.
Truly disappointed.
Well, at least he's not paying for it.
Indeed.
Took us to be her children.
Oop.
She locked us
Okay, I thought I was going to get hit by that enemy, but no, you have to just go upstairs on the blue staircase.
serve her.
So now I'm kind of hoping that explosive rounds spawn again for me, otherwise I'm going to have to make them myself. Because you need that to open these doors heck fast. Press the button.
Time to be, I guess you could say, shagadelic about it.
I want nothing more.
Yes. Open the door.
Groovy.
Get more gunpowder, because why not? What's in the box? Explosive rounds! Nice. Okay, that's good.
At least in
Good
this game,
RNG.
you don't have gunpowder clogging up your inventory.
Yeah,
So
so any of
like-
the
Destroy the weak. That's the way
any of the sort of stuff they use to craft items don't actually go into your inventory, which is great. So you can pick up as many of them as you want.
I don't mean to accuse or anything, but is Heisenberg a fanboy of Virgil? He keeps seeking more power.
I don't know, that seems to be like 90% of anime villains.
Long way to go.
I guess.
The other 10% being Sephiroth.
I really wish there was a way to just drop down rather than having to climb that ladder, but it doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
that
that's
ladder-
possible.
Yeah, I have tried, trust me, I have tried to like find little gaps, but no, it doesn't seem like you can. Just checking, I have enough pistol ammo, good. Because there are like different handgun pickups I can get to if absolutely necessary. But I should be okay. Because... So here's the part which, again, it's always kind of annoying to deal with. You have the two flying enemies that come across, and ideally you don't want to get hit by them. Oops, I ran a little bit too fast there. Boom. You have to hit all those switches in order for the fan to stop. Oh, I missed that one. Missed that one as well. Heck, I should stop missing my shots. So, I might need to change frame rate if necessary. I hope I don't need to,
Another one?
but it's possible.
Maybe you just need more motivation.
Yes. Oh no. Hello. I'm just gonna do it for safety.
Might as well.
Ah, well, that didn't work.
Oof.
See, that's why. It doesn't... Honestly, that did not do that much damage, believe it or not. But, like, the animation just takes, like, a million years. Alright. I'm gonna keep this up... I need to, possibly dodge you as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Are you for real? Okay, now I can change back, because I'm climbing the ladder. As soon as you start the climbing ladder animation, then that you are clear. But yeah, you don't actually have to kill them, believe it or not. They will leave you alone after that.
Huh.
Those are some mechanical monstrosities right there. What has this series become? What has science done?
Science has done many things. Many
Both good and
bad.
bad. Yes.
In fairness to science, the good and bad are done by individuals, not by science itself.
So this is my biggest fan.
Oh my god, Yoshi.
And now it's gone away. So yeah, the closer you are to the fan before destroying it, the faster the time save. But I played it safe a little bit there.
That pun blows.
The evil Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wowie.
Now I'm curious to see if I actually had a time save here when I pick up the next key item. I don't think I do, because I got hit there by those two gargantuan enemies. It's possible to not get hit at all. It's a bit tricky though.
Soon, she'll start her ceremony with your
Rose.
If that happens, it's all over.
More elevator.
And for the whole village. But don't worry.
Yeah, that's it is a time loss, sadly, but that's okay. Pick it up. Pause. Pick this.
Poor Papa.
And for all your trials and tribulations, Yoshi, that part was really just a breeze for you.
Yeah, it may seem it, but I know I've done better on that segment, so I'm still kind of annoyed by that, but, you know, what can you do? These kind of things just happen. So now we have to get our final key, so we have to go back to that area with the warm liquid goo phase, because we have to make that key mold. There is a quick way to go there, thankfully, so we're just gonna call the elevator, where the Duke is. Hello, Duke.
Hey, this means we have time for more elevator music.
Absolutely, go for it.
I mean, the only thing I could really think of is bum 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 bum.
My God, Manic Ascendant, please.
Bum 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 bum. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, yes, Ethan, it is dark. Thank you for that observation. It was needed.
Don't worry, Tempest. There will be exactly one more elevator segment.
I mean, it's not like I'm starving for this kind of stuff. You're just, at this point, I'm just trying to think of the first thing that comes to mind.
We're just gonna go ahead and shoot that with a grenade launcher because you can dodge him, but it's kind of difficult. Then, hello. Wow, that hit me. Nice.
Wow then.
Warm liquid goo phase, begin. Once again, we kind of have to bait them a little bit. Wow, he's just gonna swing around and around and around. Warm liquid goo phase, complete.
You could say he swings you right round.
Oh, baby, right round.
Like a record.
So now we have this chonky enemy, which we're hopefully going to run past, and we do.
Didn't even need the frame rate trick for that one.
You will need to for this one, though.
Oh, yeah. Tight quarters here.
That one, it's kind of difficult. Come on, be nice. Well, at least it did the one which didn't cost me that much time in animation, but I've only managed to squeeze past him a grand total of twice in my runs, so it's kind of tricky. Right, so now... Oh, go ahead.
Danger is apparently your middle name.
Maybe.
Oh, I said 1 elevator segments. I'm sorry, I lied. There's 2. I forgot about this one. The trip back up the elevator.
What's a good
Gonna
one?
equip the pipe bombs. Oh, okay, now we're meditating. Nice.
I mean, it was again, it was the first thing that came to mind.
So now we're going to be fighting Sturm. It's basically just spamming explosives. That's all it is, really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Landmines, please. And he's dead.
Rip Sturm.
Pick up this. Oh, he's actually in a decent position because I want to pick up his remains and then go right out the door. So that's actually a good spot for him to die. That was good. And we've kept some landmines, which is good because we need the landmines for the last boss in the game because they'll be very handy. Ooh, that was a gold as well. Heck, that must have been a really good Sturm fight then.
Hog.
Oh yeah.
So I'm apparently 22 seconds behind my personal best, which, I mean, considering that I had to do the backup for the first baby skip, that's probably the most time loss. It's actually pretty good. Move that great. And then we see Crass again. Well, not in this cutscene, but that's where he appears. And then Tank.
Tank.
Yep, we mess with tanks.
Tank.
No, that's our elevator music.
Oh. Oh well.
That's elevator.
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh, come on, I'm trying to do Toho off the top of my head. Okay, that's better.
We do another reset here to reset our reloading, as well as get Heisenberg down a little bit faster. And boom. Start off with that. And then just keep on shooting at the weak points. That's all you need to do.
Oh, come on. Come on. You can't tell me this battle didn't deserve music.
Maybe.
There is music. Also, thank you, Jagsy Fox, for the 100 biddies.
On that note, I could give a quick donation.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Guy on the radio gives $5, simply saying, whoops, swear jar. Or guy on radio. I added an extra the.
Awesome. So that's phase 1.
Oh, Benny Hill. That would have been good elevator music. Lost opportunity.
That was an okay first phase from Heisenberg. Would have been a bit better if I had destroyed his things earlier. The boulder punching asshole. We're waiting until his iframes stop, and then we can just pump him full of grenades.
Now, are you sure you wanted to say that one, Yoshi? Because I'm not sure if you actually were trying to honor the curse jar yourself.
Oh, and that's him. That's Heisenberg done. We're just running around the map, picking up any sniper rifle bullets that we can see.
Purposely avoiding anything from shotguns.
Yep, and handgun as well. You Don't really need them anymore as well.
Now, this next part that's coming up is actually one of my favorite parts of the game.
Really? Interesting.
Well, yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I dislike it, but I don't know if I'd call it my favorite.
I said one of my favorites.
Fair, fair.
So,
Oh,
it's that right there. The fact that, well, people didn't see it, but when Heisenberg drops Ethan down that hole, before he says that, Ethan's like, "I'll take my chances. I don't want to lie with you," basically. And Heisenberg says, "Your funeral." So him turning that line right back on Heisenberg, it's just such a good touch.
Oh, that's
fair,
sick.
actually. That's fair. Was that a gold segment? I'm just waiting for it to update.
Alpha. Oh, Jesus. Are people making puns out of their code names?
That was a gold.
that's
I actually
Chris.
golded that. That was my best Heisenberg. Nice.
Yeah, that Alpha is Chris's code name.
Oh.
That is true.
And so the team that Chris leads is called Wolfpack, and each of the other members of his team has different like wolf names, and you're about to hear some of them.
Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either.
So yeah, now unfortunately Ethan is dead, and now Chris is infiltrating the village.
Mm-hmm. So for this, I have my grenades handy, because they'll be... Excuse me? You're not supposed to do that. Alright. Throw the grenade here. That'll make them die. Throw another one. That'll make them die. Okay, that's better. That guy shouldn't have grabbed me. I don't know why he did. That was rude. Pick up all the stuff here. You're gonna need to pick up the flash grenades at the bare minimum, because you're gonna need them in the upcoming segment where you shoot lasers.
Ooh.
Now we're not.
Euthanize.
We are not talking about sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads, folks.
Now, why would I have ever thought about that one? Just because we had a shark boss in the first game doesn't necessarily mean they'd go that far.
I mean, that's
Oh, we
true.
were just talking about Austin Powers earlier.
That is also true.
Oh.
So yeah, you don't have to fight any of those enemies. You could just, waltz past.
Yeet.
Whoop. Oh. Ah. Wow. Just got clipped there. So I think this is actually where camera angle usage might actually be useful here. That's probably... There you go. That was good. That was good. Because now all of those Lycan behind me despawned.
Yep.
Then you just have a free shot at this first laser. Boom. Don't do what I did and use the second laser too close, because it actually will miss. You need to have a little bit of distance.
Now you're not gonna do the car seat shuffle here, are you?
What is the car seat shuffle? You might have to tell me about that one.
It's basically, well, I'll tell you about it later.
Big shoutouts to
Alright.
Carcinogen.
Absolutely. Carcinogen's probably one of my inspirations for running Resident Evil games, if I'm perfectly honest. We're gonna replace that with this. Throw the flash. Then aim at this. What? Excuse? Who hit me there? Okay, good. Yeah, having that land will make the current Lycans despawn, but I don't know what hit me there. That was weird.
They died at the same time.
Yeah.
Throw grenade.
I
Finish
just
off the
gotta say,
stragglers.
the RE engine is some fantastic stuff. Like,
really
Absolutely.
the fact that this was used in Devil May Cry 5, chef's kiss. You know, it's
Alright,
kind of
so
funny,
I'm-
too. It comes full circle.
Just gonna keep that pointed here. Alright, there we go. That worked. In my last run, that actually missed, and that kind of messed me up quite a bit, so...
Oh, you can actually miss with this.
You can. If you stand too close to the wall, like my last stream, like when I did this, that happened, and I was a little annoyed, but it's okay. So now we have Urias Stri? I can't pronounce it. It's basically a super Urias. And
like
you
the
wanna
volcanic
attack,
Afra.
you wanna attack all his noodly appendages, essentially.
Noodly.
For some grenades. That'll surely damage him. It does. It'll make him stagger a little bit. Ideally, I want him to basically be staggered for a long time, like... Oh, no, not quite like that. But he does tend to kneel down if you hit him enough times. Come on. Good. Now I'm actually going to try a new strat here right now, which is don't use the laser. Just fire.
World record did, I believe.
Nice.
Good. I'll signal with the locator.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
No, I've not actually done it at all yet. So good. All right, let's go.
The rest of you.
I was gonna say that's actually another tactical reload point right there.
Oh, was it now?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, it was.
What's the purpose of that tactical reload?
Well, it makes the thing spawn faster because you wouldn't be waiting for the things to move.
I actually didn't know that, so there you go. That's
in the world record run too.
Okay, because like I kind of mentioned to you privately, like I look at the world record run, but I also look at like other ones, and I just kind of. Oh my goodness, that's a gold, and I'm only 7 seconds behind my personal best.
Oh,
goodness.
So if I can get a good Miranda, which is possible, then I'll be annoyed at myself.
I saw you do it in practice, Yoshi. I know you can do it again.
If I can do what I did in the practice when you saw it, then yeah. So that's the lore room, but we don't need to read anything.
Nope.
Excuse me.
Readings for chumps.
Real quick, do I have a moment for some couple of donations, or are we doing serious time?
This is the best time for donations right now.
Billy Rivers gives us $20 with no comment, but thank you for your donation. And NPC gives $14, whistles innocently, as that brings us up to $71.69.
Nice. So, what will make it or break it for me is doing a good stop, because you do need to sell a bunch of stuff and also power up the sniper rifle for this last fight. Good movement in the shop is required here, so let's see if I can do this.
Duke's Emporium has everything you need for your decisive.
Sell. Let's just do that. Then upgrade. Upgrade all of the power to its maximum. Upgrade the rate of fire to its maximum as well.
One moment, please.
And then ammo capacity. Ooh. Oh, I don't think no. That's fine. That one I kind of messed up on, but it's okay.
Sayonara, grenade launcher.
Yeah, and landmines. I need a bunch of those. Okay, so I didn't like that shot because I forgot to sell my pistol. But it's okay. Really, the sniper rifle and the landmines are all I need at this point.
Yep. So
Go
now
forth.
this right here is my actual like top favorite part of this game. Not only is the boss theme, which is called Eradicating Evil, just absolutely exquisite, but you know Ethan, he's been through some shit and he's tired of it all.
Donation jar.
I know. I actually did that one intentionally.
Also, this is actually a boss fight rather than a cutscene boss like Resident Evil 7 was.
Get ready on time soon, folks.
Yeah, that is. If I could do this quickly, then yeah. Right, landmines. Just do. A bunch of them.
Go forth and kill!
I think it's time you left my
Nice, that was good. That was really good.
I knew you'd do it!
Okay, time is coming up. We just need to get a few shots in.
I love how
And
ammo
then-
count doesn't matter anymore.
Wait for it,
No,
wait for
ammo
it.
count does not matter anymore. And then 1, 2... Time!
How's it looking?
I PB'd by 2 seconds!
Let's go!
Let's fucking go!
Curse jar.
I will
That
screenshot
was
it
also
on my...
intentional.
I'll screenshot it on my own PC and send it round so that you can see, but oh my goodness. Oh! I'm annoyed I can't submit this, but you know what? I'll keep it anyway, because there were some things I actually lost time on. So that'll just motivate me to get an even better run next time. Ooh. Let's just quickly see what the IGT is, just for visual purposes.
By the way, my Eva sounds a bit like a certain somebody that Ethan had taken care of prior, don't you think?
Sorry?
When Miranda said my Eva, sounds a bit like a certain somebody that Ethan had crossed paths with, maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2, 1 entry prior.
So IGT is 142.40. Apparently RTA is 148.23, which is still underestimate. And according to my timer, I got 142.15. PB'd by 2 seconds, and that last one was also a gold, so I golded Miranda. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it!
That is amazing.
I actually can't believe it. Let me just see if I can fix my camera real quick. If not, then don't worry about it. But thank you everyone for watching here. Let me just give our brief shout outs quickly. Shout outs to my lovely partner Northern Bear. He is a fresh bean and I love him to bits. Thank you to you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you to the Storytellers and Wild Abandoned. Camera's back. Hey, yeah, it was my Nvidia broadcast. It just shut down. It just shut down for no reason. So thank you to the Storytellers and Wild Abandon Twitch teams. They are awesome as well. Myself now. And thank you to everyone else who's supported me in my Twitch endeavors. If you want to see more of this and randomizers and other strange content, including game shufflers as well, do go follow me on the YoshiChief. There's a link there. Otherwise, that's it for me. Is there anything you want to say, Oasis?
Well, Tempest, I do believe you have at least one more donation to read. So I want you to read that before I leave.
All right. Oasis gives $20, saying, "'Cause I swore 4 times, even though I wasn't supposed to." Thanks, Oasis. Frowny, but frowny face aside, you know.
I just posted my screenshot of my timer onto the Marathon General chat for people to see, just to sort of see that, yes, that is indeed there.
Nice.
Right.
That is such a good feeling.
That is it from me. Thank you, everyone.
Keep enjoying the marathon, everybody.
And that's also going to be it for me. That's going to be it for my hosting. Don't worry, you'll still be seeing me around here and there, but thank you so much to YoshiChief for that awesome run. Big shoutouts to Oasis for the fantastic commentary. It's been such a blast. And to everyone, keep being awesome. We still got quite a bit more runs to go, a lot of content to be seen, and of course, some incentives to meet, but